I stood in front of my birthday cake with 15 friends watching me check my phone for the 10th time. Jenna leaned in close. "Are they almost here?" I read the text out loud, my voice shaking. "Can't make it tonight. Your brother's girlfriend is having her art show. You understand, right?" The room went silent. Everyone stared at me. I forced a smile, but my voice cracked. "Yeah, I understand." That was the moment I stopped waiting for them to see me. My name is Isabella. I'm 24. I work as a freelance graphic designer, middle child in a family of 3 kids. I was always the easy one, never caused trouble, got decent grades, paid my own way through community college while my older brother Tyler got a business degree funded by mom and dad, and my younger sister Chloe got her art school tuition covered without question. Tyler's 28 now. He's the ambitious entrepreneur, always pitching the next big app idea, always getting checks from our parents to invest in his vision. Chloe's 19. She's the artistic free spirit, the one everyone calls talented, the one whose paintings get hung in the living room. And me? I was the stable one, the invisible one. I wasn't the problem child or the star. I was just there, taking up space, not making waves. I'd always planned small celebrations because I didn't want to be a burden. A cake at home, maybe dinner with a friend or two. Nothing big. Nothing that required anyone to go out of their way. But this year was different. I turned 24. And for the first time in my life, I rented a small restaurant space. I invited friends and family. I sent calendar invites 3 weeks in advance. I reminded everyone twice. I wanted them to see I was worth showing up for. I really thought they would. Has your family ever treated you like this? Share your story below. The night of my 24th birthday started out perfect. I'd been planning for weeks. I picked a small Italian spot with string lights and enough room for about 20 people. It wasn't fancy, but it was mine. I spent the afternoon setting up. Little candles on each table, a playlist I made myself, a cake from the bakery I'd been saving up for. My parents confirmed twice they'd be there. My mom even texted me that morning. "Excited for tonight, sweetie? See you at 7. I got there at 6:30. My friends started showing up around 7. Jenna brought flowers. My college roommate brought wine. My coworker brought a card signed by half the people at her office. By 7:30, everyone was there, except my family. I checked my phone. No messages. By 8, people were getting hungry. The waiter kept asking if we were ready to order. I smiled. "Just a few more minutes." Jenna squeezed my hand under the table. Then my phone buzzed. I looked down. It was a text from my mom. "Hi, sweetie. Something came up. Olivia's gallery show is tonight, and Tyler really wants us there to support her. You know how important this is for him. We'll celebrate later. Love you." I stared at the screen. Olivia was my brother's girlfriend. They'd been dating for 6 months. Her art show was across town. My birthday party was 10 minutes from their house. Jenna looked at me. "Are they coming?" I couldn't say it. I just shook my head. She didn't ask again. I tried calling my mom. She picked up on the 4th ring. I could hear voices in the background, music, laughter. "Isabella, hey, we're at the gallery right now. It's beautiful. Did you get my text?" "Yeah," I said. "I got it. We'll do cake this weekend, okay? I promise." I heard my dad laughing in the background. His voice carried through the phone. "This sculpture is incredible." My mom pulled the phone back. "Sweetie, I have to go. Love you." She hung up. I sat there holding my phone. They had time to drive across town for a stranger's gallery opening, but they didn't have time to show up for me. It wasn't an emergency. I just wasn't the priority. I put my phone away. I smiled at my friends. We sang happy birthday. We ate pasta. We laughed. but the whole time I felt hollow. A week later, the family group chat lit up. My mom's message came in at 9 a.m. "We're thinking Cabo for Christmas. Tyler, Chloe, what do you think?" Tyler responded immediately, "I'm in." Chloe sent 3 palm tree emojis. I stared at my phone. Then I typed, "That sounds fun. What dates?" No one responded. Hours went by. Then my mom sent me a private message. "Honey, it's a small rental. Just the 4 of us this time. You don't mind, right?" I read it twice. Tyler, Chloe, Mom, Dad. 4 people. I didn't even make the count. I didn't reply. 2 weeks later, my mom guilt-tripped me into going to a family dinner. "We haven't seen you in forever, Isabella. Please come. We miss you." I said yes. I don't know why. We met at a nice restaurant downtown. The kind with cloth napkins and waiters who refill your water every 5 minutes. My dad started talking about Tyler's tech startup, some app idea that was supposed to revolutionize scheduling or networking or something. I'd heard the pitch a dozen times. "He's got meetings with 3 investors next month," my dad said, beaming. "This kid's going places." Tyler grinned. "Just doing my thing, Pops." Then my mom turned to Chloe. "And your student gallery is next weekend, right? We're so excited." Chloe nodded. "Yeah, I'm showing 4 pieces. It's kind of a big deal." My mom reached over and squeezed her hand. "We're so proud of you." I sat there, cutting my chicken into smaller and smaller pieces. Finally, my mom looked at me. "What about you, Isabella? What's new?" I cleared my throat. "Actually, I just landed a big freelance contract. A local nonprofit hired me to rebrand their whole visual identity. It's an $8,000 project." I waited. My mom smiled. "Oh, that's nice, sweetie. Freelancing is so flexible. I'm glad you have something to keep you busy." Tyler smirked. "Yeah, like a hobby that pays." My dad laughed. Chloe didn't even look up from her phone. I set my fork down. They didn't see my work as real. To them, I was just filling time until something better came along. I excused myself early, said I wasn't feeling well. No one tried to stop me. A month after my birthday, Tyler called me. That alone was weird. He never called. "Hey, he said, his voice warm. "How have you been?" "Fine," I said carefully. Good. "Listen, I've been meaning to check in. We don't talk enough, you know?" He asked about my work, my apartment, my life. For a moment, I let myself believe he actually cared. Then he got to the point. "So, I'm raising capital for my app. Mom and Dad pitched in $10K, but I'm about $3K short of my goal. I was wondering if you could help me out." I froze. "Tyler, I don't have that kind of cash lying around." "Come on, You live in that tiny apartment, no car payment. You've got to have savings." I did. I had an emergency fund. 2 years of saving. $3,200. It was supposed to be untouchable. "Family invests in family," he said. "Mom and Dad said you'd probably say yes." I closed my eyes. I wanted to say no, but I wanted to be part of the family more. "Okay," I whispered. "Awesome. You're the best, I'll pay you back when we go big." I sent the money that night. $3,000. No contract, no timeline, just a promise. Tyler's response came an hour later. "Thanks. You're the best. I'll pay you back when we go big." 3 days later, I saw his Instagram story. Him and Olivia at a resort in Palm Springs. Pool, drinks, sunset. The caption read, "Celebrating the grind. We made it, baby." I stared at my phone until the screen went black. Late that night, I sat at my desk. My bank account was almost empty, but I opened another folder on my laptop, my client portfolio. Over the past 18 months, I'd been quietly building my freelance design business into something bigger. It started as side gigs, logo designs, social media templates, flyers for local events. But now I had 12 regular clients, 3 retainer contracts, a wait list. I'd been working on a rebrand for myself, turning my freelance work into a registered LLC, a real studio. And a few weeks earlier, I'd been contacted by a mid-sized marketing agency. They wanted to collaborate on a local campaign for a big brand launch. If it went well, they'd offer me a partnership contract, worth $50K over 6 months. What my family didn't know was that while they were celebrating everyone else, I was building something they couldn't ignore. I started screenshotting the family group chat. I saved text messages, wrote down dates and details, not for revenge, but because I was tired of being erased. I needed proof, not for them, for me. I called Jenna the next morning. She picked up on the first ring. "Please tell me you didn't give him the money." I didn't say anything. "Isabella, tell me you didn't." "I did." "Oh my God." "I know." She was quiet for a second. Then she said, "You gave him $3,000 and he's in Palm Springs?" "Yeah. I'm coming over." An hour later, she was at my door with coffee and a notebook. "Okay," she said. "Here's what we're doing. You're throwing a launch event for your studio. Big, public. You're inviting everyone who's ever believed in you." I shook my head. "Jenna, I don't want drama." "This isn't drama. It's you finally showing up for yourself." She pulled up a venue on her phone, a co-working space downtown, exposed brick, good lighting, space for 40 people. "We'll invite your clients, your collaborators, your mentors, and your family." "They won't come." "Then let them miss it." "But you're done shrinking yourself for them." I looked at the screen. She was right. We planned the event over the next 2 weeks. Jenna handled the social media. I designed the invites. We booked the space, ordered food, made a playlist. I framed it as a family dinner in the group chat. "Hey everyone, I'm hosting a small dinner next Friday at 7. Would love for you all to come." My mom responded right away. "We'll be there." Tyler sent a thumbs up. Chloe hearted the message. Meanwhile, the marketing agency confirmed the partnership. My studio was officially profitable and growing. One afternoon, I was at my parents' house picking up some old files. I heard my mom on the phone in the kitchen. "Oh, Isabella's doing her little design thing. It's sweet. She's not like Tyler. He's got vision, you know. But we're proud of all our kids." Little design thing. That phrase sat in my chest like a stone. I grabbed my files and left without saying goodbye. That same week, Tyler posted in the group chat, "Anyone want to invest another round in the app? We're scaling up." My dad replied immediately, "Count me in, son." No one asked if I ever got my $3K back. The night before the launch, I almost canceled. I sat on my apartment floor, staring at the invite on my phone. What if no one came? What if I embarrassed myself? What if they laughed at me? Jenna called. "You still awake?" "Yeah." "You're thinking about canceling, aren't you?" I didn't answer. "Listen to me," she said. "You've spent 24 years shrinking yourself for them. Just this once, let them see who you really are." I took a breath. "Okay. Okay? Yeah. Okay." The launch event was held at the co-working space downtown, exposed brick walls, warm string lights, a small stage at the front. I got there early to set up. By 7, the room was filling up. Designers I'd worked with, small business owners I'd helped rebrand, a professor from community college, friends from high school. Jenna stood by the door checking people in. At 7:20, my family walked in. Late. My mom looked around, confused. "I thought this was dinner?" I smiled. "It is, but it's also something else." Tyler frowned. Chloe was already on her phone. My dad looked uncomfortable. At 7:30, I stepped onto the stage. My hands were shaking, but my voice was steady. "Thank you all for coming tonight," I said. "This means more to me than you know." I looked out at the crowd, clients, collaborators, friends, and my family, standing awkwardly in the back. Tonight is the official launch of Navarro Creative Studio. A few people clapped. For the past 18 months, I've been building something. It started in my tiny apartment, late nights, lots of coffee, a lot of doubt. I pulled up a slide on the screen behind me, my first logo design, then my 10th client, then my first retainer contract. I went from freelancing on the side to landing a partnership with a local marketing agency. This studio is real, it's profitable, and it's growing. More applause. Then I paused. But I also want to talk about what it means to be seen. The room went quiet. I switched to a new slide, a timeline. My birthday. Parents. Absent. Family vacation. Parents. Excluded her. Tyler's funding request. Parents. Endorsed it. My client milestones. Parents. Never mentioned. My mom's face went pale. Tyler looked at his phone. "For a long time," I said, "I thought love meant making yourself smaller so others could shine. I thought if I stayed quiet, I'd eventually be enough." I looked directly at my parents. "But I'm done waiting for you to show up." My dad stepped forward. "Isabella, this isn't the place." "You're right," I said. "The place was my birthday party, but you weren't there." My mom's eyes filled with tears. "We said we'd celebrate later. You never did. And when Tyler needed money, you didn't hesitate. But when I needed you to just see me, I wasn't worth the drive." Tyler tried to cut in. Come on, don't make this a thing." I turned to him. "I gave you $3,000. You spent it on a vacation." A few people clapped, then more. The room erupted in applause. My parents stood there, frozen. After the speech, they tried to approach me, but Angela, my mentor and a local business owner, stepped in. "She's busy," Angela said calmly. "You're welcome to stay, but this is her night." They didn't stay. They left quietly, and I didn't chase them. A week later, my mom left a voicemail. "Honey, we need to talk. That event, it was a lot. We're just trying to understand." I didn't call back. Tyler sent me a Venmo request as a joke. $3K, sorry sis. I blocked him. My dad sent a long email. Half apology, half justification. "We never meant to make you feel unseen. You've always been so independent." I wrote back. Short, clear. "I was independent because I had no choice. I'm setting boundaries now. I love you, but I need space." They invited me to Cabo for Christmas. This time, I was on the list, but I declined. I spent the holiday with Jenna, Angela, and a few clients who'd become friends. We cooked dinner, watched movies, laughed until midnight. My business kept growing. The marketing partnership led to 2 more. I moved into a bigger apartment. I adopted a dog. I built the life I wanted. For years, I thought their silence meant I wasn't enough. Now I know it just means they weren't listening, and I don't need them to anymore. I still love them, but from a distance. I finally understood. I never needed their approval. I just needed my own. If you've ever felt invisible in your own family, you're not alone. I see you, and I promise, your story matters. Where are you watching from? Drop it below. I always check. And if this story hit home, hit subscribe. There's a whole community here that gets it. You don't need anyone's permission to show up for yourself. Thanks for listening. I'll see you in the next one.